Hi guys, is Lee Anderson the worst Tory in the House of Commons? I know the competition is tough with the likes of Sir Edward Lee, Scott Benson and Jonathan Gullis. Anderson shared a story here along with the Daily Telegraph front page, which I think he made up this story about an interaction with a homeless person. Can I prove it? No, but neither can he. So I let you decide. What did he say? I was in London and I was approached by a man who appeared to be down on his luck. He asked for money, but I said I had no cash. He then whipped out a chip and pin machine and told me I could use a card. I will not give money out ever again on the streets. Help yes, cash no. Okay, I highly doubt this even happened, but that aside, the Tories' goal is to demonise those who have nothing as part of the government's attempt to satisfy a growing minority of right-wingers in society. The article itself reports on a new war on antisocial behaviour in what Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is calling a nuisance. Under alleged new powers, which I don't know if they are actually new, the police and local authorities will be able to confront beggars and order them to move on. The article also says that those looking for help on the streets will be encouraged to use emergency accommodation and mental health services. Wow, so get accommodation which is seeing a chronic shortage at the moment due to austerity measures enacted by the Tories, and seek mental health support which has also been the victim of cuts. But why now? Well, within the article itself, it says that the Conservative Party have conducted private research and discovered that they still have an edge over Labour when it comes to law and order. Now, the correct response would be to invest in social services and help those who are homeless at the moment, but instead, like their friends in the Republican Party in the US, the Tories will demonise the victims of their policies and turn the public against them. Once the public have been primed, talk up policies to quote-unquote crack down on nuisance behaviour like begging. Last October, 3,000 people slept rough on streets around Britain. This was up 26% on 2021 figures. Over a year ago, I interviewed a man who had been campaigning to repeal the Victorian Vagrancy Act, which had made it illegal to be homeless. This was thankfully done away with last April, but it hasn't been replaced with new legislation and appears that people are still falling victim of it. This brings us back to Lee Anderson and his tweet. The right wing will bang on about how the country should look after its own when the issue of asylum or immigration is brought up. But British people, in this case who are homeless, have been facing cuts to public services that are desperately needed. They face abuse and violence from the public and business owners on the street and gaslighting from politicians instead. Right-wing politicians and their mouthpieces in the media are on the constant lookout for a group to be demonised. It's much easier and politically expedient for the public to be angry with homeless people, individuals who have on many occasions literally nothing, also no power and little or no representation. Then on the other hand, the owner class who run the newspapers and donate to political parties. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.